out there.
Yeah, thanks, Francella.
All right, so the NAMM show, the National Association of Music Merchants, is happening right now in Anaheim.
Brad Perry, the lucky guy, is in Anaheim checking it all out. NAMM is big.
It is. Good morning, Brad.
Yeah, it is. Good morning. Very big. This is where every kind of musical instrument, non-instrument, whatever comes in, music comes underneath one roof, where all the different stores and merchants can come and do their shopping and buying and stuff. But also about education. All these booths make sure that music gets back into schools, which is so important. And I'll tell you, I'm going to be very excited with the different ones I'm showing off. My first one on the stop is JamHub. This is amazing, Steve. I discovered this through actually Ultimate Ears when we were talking about inner ear systems and stuff, and I was saying I was a problem on stage or anything like that about listening to my band members. You guys came up with this, but the thing is, you came up with education as the first thing, and then it started to move into where artists started to use it.
Yeah, the product was built to allow people to plug in, throw on headphones, play as loud as you want, as late as you want. In the education application, it allows you to have multiple bands in the same room learning contemporary music styles and instruments and whatnot. So it's really exciting to see what's happening with the product in music ed. But like you said, there's also a great application for people who want to make music as a hobby.
Yeah, and they have this different one. This small one right here this is called the bedroom one. It has a 4, and you literally plug your instruments in, and everybody has their own volume there, which is so important when you are playing music with other people.
Yeah, exactly. When you're in a band, it's like being on a team. Everyone has a different role, and they need to hear the music in a little bit different way to be the best possible team member. And that's what the JamHub does. Every musician takes one wedge as their own, and they decide what they want to hear while everyone else is taking their own wedge. So it keeps it simple, easy to run, and very affordable.
Okay, now let's come to my dream. My dream. Dave here, who is awesome. You can catch his YouTubes on JamHub's website and stuff, which is really cool. You guys came out with this right here. This is an artist's dream, because one thing we're starting to see, wedges on stage are going away. Inner ears inner ears are so expensive. So bands want to be able to have an inner ear system. You guys made it now possible where you can actually have it with mix and going out to the board everywhere.
That's right. So originally JamHubs were designed to allow people to use headphones, but once in-ears really came into their own, it is amazing to be able to control your own in-ear monitors on stage or in rehearsal. Right? They give you the isolation, they give you the clarity of sound that you really want to perform at your best. And so we designed the JamHub Stage, which is what we're here at NAMM 2016 talking about. Now, this mixer builds on the traditional JamHub studios, right? It allows 7 musicians to plug in their instruments and their microphones and get a completely independent in-ear monitor feed off. What it does differently than the other JamHub studios is it on the back that are controlled by these faders here. That lets you plug into any powered speakers. So if you are looking for an excellent first mixer for your PA system, if you're a new band, if you're an older band looking at size and get more streamlined gear, this is the mixer for you. But for artists like us who are performing in larger bands and on different stages every night, the really great thing about this is that this features a breakout. Wow. So everyone plugs their instruments and their microphones right into the JamHub studio, and then you plug the JamHub studio into the breakout box on stage. And that lets the front of house, your sound tech, do all of the mixing for the audience, lets them worry about the audience and get the sound exactly right without having to deal with you. Right. You get to control your own monitors. You have control, and that is an incredible thing. It improves sound, it gives you a lot of freedom, and lets you play at your best every time.
I love it. And it's so important with the, of course, listening to stuff, and when you have those big monitors banging into you, it's so hard. But also, Carlos and Lisa, which is great, this is for the parents who don't want to have to hear the band practicing so loudly and everything like that and saving ears. So this comes into handy for them. But I will say, this right here is beautiful, Carlos. You know me, a musician. You know how it is when you're all trying to hear on stage and you talk to the sound guy and he's out there and everybody gets thrown up. But I can't say enough more about these with their educational program they're doing, and then also for bands. So the first big one on the stop for NAMM 2016 is JamHub. We come back, we'll talk more about their educational program, also about just a little recording stuff that even the amateurs are coming and looking at around here. So pretty big up here in Anaheim, and why NAMM is so important to us in San Diego. So you guys?
All right, so for all those people who have bands at home, JamHub costs how much? How much for each one of those units? Because I think it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
This one right here, what's this one run? Ballpark it.
Street price is $299.
$299,
Wow.
and then we'll go all the way up to this one. They haven't priced out yet, but what's that one?
That's going to be right in the $799, $899 kind of price.
Let's think about
the thing about it, Carlos.
When you put your console together and have it all like that in a compact space, it is genius.
It is genius.
You know, and I will say the inner ears that you see that the bands use, you have to realize each artist on stage has one of those,
Right.
and those actually the minimum for those, each one of them is around about maybe $1,500 for a good system, and then you still have to line all that up. So you're looking at, so bands
That's a huge
and
investment.
this thing right here is
Yeah,
huge
that's awesome.
investment.
JamHub,
So
good
bottom
idea.
line.
All
right. Thank you,
Stuff
Brad.
like that comes out only in NAMM.
Absolutely.
Terrific.
And we have a huge music community here in
Yes,
San
we
Diego
do.
that could
Yes,
be,
we do.
Yeah.
really happy about something
Big.
like that. Thank